Oh my goodness, what is happening, everybody? Your pal Hal with you live on Backchannel. Thank you for being here, everyone. Very excited to spend some time with you. And we are going to be here for the next 2 hours talking about pop culture, news. There's going to be some goofs, there's going to be some gags, there's going to be some dumb stuff, maybe some even dumber stuff. And maybe a little less dumb stuff. Smart stuff? Perhaps. I don't want to go that far. Maybe slightly. But you know what? You and your participation might help class up the operation here and help add to the collective IQ of what's going down right here on the Your Pal Hal Show. My name is Hal Rudnick, and I'm very excited to be talking with you. And I'm glad to be back. Rob Milazzo, thank you. Shout out to Rob, who manned the controls yesterday, along with producer Travis. Thank you, Rob, for deftly handling the Your Pal Hal, just operating the Your Pal Hal spaceship as we cruised through the galaxy. But I'm very excited to be here live streaming with you. And I want to know what you're up to. I want to know, are you snacking on anything today? I got some nuts and trail mix that I might hit here during the show. I turned a little wine glass into a little trail mix container there for myself. And I want to know what you're snacking on. I want to know what you're doing. Are you working from home? Are you just sitting around doing Grass Puddle chiming in? Grass Puddle, great to see you. Great to see you in here as per usual. Always nice to have your participation. Are you working from home? Are you sitting around playing video games? Are you day drinking? Are you staring into the endless void, contemplating existence? Let me know what you're up to. Also, are you snacking on anything? Let us know what you're snacking on. This is a very we are a snack forward operation here. All right, I want to know what you're snacking on. Are you snacking on some carrots? Are you eating some flaming hot Cheetos? Did you make yourself a Cornish game hen with fingerling potatoes? Whatever it is, let me in on that action. Let me know how it's tasting. By the way, we got some folks hanging out in the stream here. Got to give a shout out to Deborah McIntosh, Verona in New Hampshire. Bella, what up? Coming to us from Northern Virginia. Don't get it twisted. It's not West Virginia. It's not Southern Virginia. It's Northern Virginia. Milo up in Oregon. Jennifer Lopez, J-Lo, coming to us from New York. Thanks for being here. Cole in South Carolina. And welcome to the program, Andrea in Florida. If you're here for the first time, darn glad to have you hanging out with me, your pal Hal. And again, coming up, we're going to go through some trending topics, and we're going to be talking about news, pop culture, and a little bit of nonsense. That's right. Lucy joined the stream. Lucy, glad to have you here. And some may ask, how do I participate in the show? I'm gonna tell you. So here's how you do it. You get your smart device's attention, use the magic word say, and then drop in anything at all after that. So smart device say, I'm working from home, thanks for keeping me company. Or smart device say, I am day drinking. And is it too early to be drunk? Non-judgment zone here, by the way. It's a little early, but non-judgment zone. Or smart device say, I am staring into the endless void, contemplating my next move in taking over the world. Maybe we can help you with that, okay? Let us know what your plan of world domination is. And I'll chime in with my opinion. If you want to listen, non-judgment zone. If you're a supervillain and you have your schemes as far as taking over the world and you want to share them with us, Bring it. I'll let you know my thoughts on it. I will help you craft your world domination plan, perhaps. Or maybe I'll thwart your world domination plan. That would be rude though. If I'm asking you to share it and then I foil your plans. But either way, talk to us on your smart device using the magic word say. Also, you can communicate with us by chit-chatting, typing on YouTube. We're live on YouTube, or you can go to backchannel.tv and share your thoughts with us there. Also, you can leave a review of the show. I would love to hear your review of the Your Pal Hal show. Less world domination talk, more world domination talk. Or you can say, Your Pal Hal provides just the right amount of world domination talk. It's good to see Debbie Butterfield in the house as well, saying I was missed yesterday. Thank you, Debbie Butterfield. And Debbie Butterfield, a wonderful lady with a wonderful son who happens to be our producer, producer Travis. Producer Travis, are you with us?
Hello.
What's up, pal? Good to be back with you. Good to see your smiling face and in the background there in the garage. So I thought there was going to be a green screen happening in the garage. We were going to be dual green. Is that?
Yeah, the green screen's on the back burner for the minute because we just cannot be more unsure of how to get it to function properly. So
Right.
everybody at HQ said, you know what? Let's not spend the money till we can figure it out.
Holding off on the green screen. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hope everything went smoothly yesterday. Rob
Yeah.
Milazzo is fantastic, so I'm sure everything was copacetic and just a delight. What have you been up to since we last spoke? If you could fill me in, I don't want to get you to rehash everything you talked about yesterday, but your weekend, your personal life, your hopes and dreams, Travis. Where we at?
My
Where we
account
at?
information, my social. I had a big weekend. I had a big, long weekend.
Whoa,
and
big weekend.
Big weekend. I mentioned yesterday that I did 10 hours of drum recording for a friend's band on Saturday, which was a...
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You know, we were going to do... You know, you may have had this with a shoot before. You're like, this is going real smooth, and the first 80% flies by, and then it's that last thing, that last 20%. You're like, that took 4 hours. I don't understand how that could have happened. So, a bit of that, but we got it done. It was a great time.
Get her done.
Yeah, we got her done. You kidding me? But that was sort of the highlight. Otherwise, it's been sort of just trying to keep my head afloat right now. I've got a lot of commitments, as I've mentioned. I've got another big one coming up this weekend, and I got to make sure I'm going to be ready and prepared for it. But honestly, all my stuff aside, I had a thought. I was curious. Why? I feel like we don't have world domination that much anymore in terms of motivation for villains. You know, it would feel like it was really a 90s thing. And then that leads me to the question. So they wanted world domination, sort of a vague idea, you know, like something else. Kind of, I guess, to what end is my question. You know, why?
Why would one want to control the world?
Yeah. You know?
Well, to quote 80s musical duo Tears for Fears, everybody wants to rule the world.
Sure.
I mean, world domination, I feel like that is, what is above that? Intergalactic, universal domination. So, but we're barely scratching the surface of galactic exploration. So
Right.
real tangible thing would be world domination. I feel like that's if someone wants the most,
Sure.
it's world domination. And controlling, like you go back to Cobra Command in the G.I. Joe comics. Like I feel like they wanted world domination. Because, fighting the different armies of the world. Nowadays, it looks like Vladimir Putin is interested. That might be like on his to-do list below the Ukraine. But yeah, world domination is pretty lofty. I mean, what does the Joker want? The Joker just wants to mess around with Gotham City.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor, what does he want? He just wants to get Superman out of the picture
Yeah. I guess
and line his pockets.
I wonder if it's something to the idea of, and I'm sure this varies from villain to villain, fictional or otherwise, but the idea of not wanting to have anybody they answer to, or perhaps trying to
Right.
remake the world in their image. But it always just, and maybe that's kind of the point. It's something that's an ambition, but never a goal, because once you achieve that goal, like, what do you do? It's like, all right, world dominate. They got a lot of stuff to handle now. It's a lot. It feels like a lot to do.
Yeah, like if world domination is your thing, then like are you going to be in plan for the infrastructure of the world?
Yeah.
Are you going to make sure everyone gets like everything they need? Are you
Yeah,
going to
what
are you
happens
going
to
to be the
healthcare?
ruler? Shout out to Rob Schaefer. Rob Schaefer's in the house, Nebraska's finest. If you ever find yourself in Omaha, Nebraska and are in need of legal counsel, then you're going to want to talk to the official attorney of the Your Pal Hal show before we got out of here on Friday. Or was it Thursday? Thursday. No, it was Friday. It was Friday. We had a great segment asking some legal questions and some goofy questions. But here's the thing: if you're up against it in the legal realm, and you find yourself in the greater Omaha, Nebraska area, you're going to want to enlist the services of Rob Schaefer, attorney at law. There you go. So, yeah, world domination, because if you want to come back in for a moment, Travis, yeah. So, like, the serious situation, I don't want to make light of it whatsoever because people freaking died. And, but the Taliban wanted Afghan domination.
Right.
They came in and did it. And now, like, they don't have the infrastructure to keep people fed, to keep social services running. Yeah. Like, you know what? Here's, get ready for your Pal Hal hot take.
Ooh,
not a fan of the Taliban. Not a fan of the Taliban. That is a your Pal Hal hot take.
I thought I had a Chiron for that. I don't. I'm sorry.
Boom.
I got to get on that.
You know what? I'm not afraid to say to the Taliban, get out of here. Oh, Travis.
Yeah.
Ask me what I think of the Taliban.
Hey, Hal. What do you think of the Taliban?
Oh. Boo.
Oh.
P.U.
Wow.
Yep. That's where I fall on that.
Yeah. That's you know what? I think you turned me around.
Yep.
On that. Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, listen. That's just me. If you want to chime in, if we got any Talibans out there, any Taliban fans, any Taliban soldiers, feel like,
I think that's
not to wax too Steven Crowder, because not a fan of that guy either, but change my mind.
It's, yeah, speaking of that feels like one of those things where that's an example of somebody trying to exert force because they just really don't like the way they do it. And they're like, I think you're doing it so wrong that I'm going to make you do it the way I think you should do it. And it's like, You have a favorite villain?
Do I have a favorite villain?
Yeah, either historical or fictional or otherwise.
The Martin Shkreli.
That's good.
I mean, he's a villain. He's a villain.
Yeah,
I don't know
absolutely.
if he's my favorite. Travis, go in the big screen for a sec. I gotta shut the door to my office because the dogs are barking.
I got you.
I'll be right back. All right, keep talking. I'll literally be 10 seconds. Who's your favorite villain? Who's your favorite villain?
I'm thinking on it. It's hard to say.
Quit thinking and start talking.
I think I'm gonna go nature itself. Maybe a Werner Herzog take. Like he's Is he Adamans? He's
disagree. I got to disagree.
All right,
Nature's not a villain. We're the
No.
villain when it comes to nature.
Yeah, that's
we're
entirely
We're the
true.
interlopers. We're the ones. Mother Nature is the villain in this story?
No.
That's your narrative?
No. That was just an excuse to do a C- Herzog impression. My favorite villain. That's
Nature.
you're already better off than I am.
Nature is a relentless force. As much as if you try to challenge nature, you will lose.
Dang, I love that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, bam. Grass Puddle nailed it. The villain in The Happening. That's nature. That's nature.
The movie where plants kill Mark Wahlberg's family.
Yep.
That's weird.
That's pretty good. Welcome to 13. 13 coming to us from Indiana. Stacy has a question for Travis.
Sure.
Very glad to see Stacy in the house with Mom and Tracy. Thank you for listening to us and hanging out with us down in Texas. Howdy, folks. And Stacy has a couple questions here as we're chit-chatting. Who was that on yesterday? That was Rob Milazzo, producer and thoughtful, excellent gentleman coming in. I know he had some great guests yesterday.
Yeah.
Very nice. And then Travis, who was that with you yesterday?
Oh, yeah.
Did you have someone in the garage?
Look, I don't speak out of turn. No, that was I believe she is speaking about Rob, who we had, as you just mentioned, on the show, and brought a cavalcade of his cohorts to support.
Very nice.
Gentlemen whose names I am escaping me, but I made them
Owen
chyrons.
Gleiberman, I know from Variety.
That's right.
And who I used to read in Entertainment Weekly, and who I actually met probably about 20 years ago.
Huh. Yeah, they had a wonderful discussion about sort of the ethics of the Oscars and Sundance and sort of what it all means, so to speak. A lot of critic talk. It's interesting hearing a film critics speak for that long. It's like, wow, you're obviously someone that thinks about what you say a lot. It was really cool. And then Jimmy Traina of Sports Illustrated was on to talk about the NFL, Tom Brady, stuff like that.
Very nice, very nice. This just in from Debbie Butterfield. Yes, Travis is single.
Jesus.
Well, we're breaking all sorts of news here, Travis.
Yep. Yeah. It's because, you see, my mom is sort of my agent when it comes to my relationships. All things sort of run through that camp. She does a lot of the vetting.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
By the way, back to the favorite villain talk.
Oh, yeah.
If I want to be a basic B, Travis, if I want to be a basic B, I'll say like Heath Ledger's Joker. But it's just so damn good. It's just so damn good. But one of my all-time favorites, because I like a villain who's just like delicious and just like you savor how evil they are. But they're also funny. They talk a good game. I love Freddy Krueger.
Oh, yeah.
Freddy Krueger, the guy is witty.
Yeah.
The guy is witty.
Loves a good joke.
As he's ripping it up.
Yeah.
Rob Schaefer with a controversial take here.
Hey.
Rob Schaefer, listen, one thing I know about Rob Schaefer, Renaissance man, smart as a whip, and very measured and thoughtful.
Whip.
Whip smart. Yes, there you go. But also not afraid to wade into the controversy here with his answer, Indiana Jones.
I love this take.
Because Indiana Jones, he is going in and messing around with antiquities and destroying some archaeological sites and scenes. But Rob Schaefer, I would contend that Indiana Jones is a hero because my guy punched Nazis. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
And if there's a Nazi and a history professor who punches the Nazi, team history professor. The Nazi puncher is the hero of that story. Indiana Jones, he's a college professor.
Yeah.
he left his TA in charge a little too much. He left his
Really
teaching
funny.
assistant in charge like way too much. Also, Grass Puddle chiming in with a classic answer. Khan, Wrath of Khan from Star Trek. Although, between you, me, and this green wall here, not a fan of Benedict Cumberbatch's Khan.
Yeah,
I
kind
thought
of
that
weird.
was like meh. But Ricardo Montalban, that guy was a G. He also, Indiana Jones also slept with a hot Nazi. So
yeah.
that's true. That's true. And he got Hitler's autograph. I don't remember that part. But yeah, he did. He did sleep with a very fetching Nazi in the Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Rob Schaefer chiming in. Indiana Jones would have done far more against the Nazis if he did nothing. The plan was for the Nazi to take the Ark to Hitler and open it in front of him.
Wow.
Damn, Rob. Oh, so that would have turned Indiana Jones into Inglorious Bastards, the movie. Dang. Ronald joining the stream. Ronald, what is up? Yeah, Stacy chiming in with a great answer here. We mentioned it as far as favorite villains. Joker from Batman. Batman. So, yeah, good talk, everybody. We got a lot more to get to today. We've got a bunch of trending topics in the hopper. Let's dive into the Twitterverse. Let's wade into the Twitter sphere and check out some trending topics. Boom, 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 boom. Trending topics. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Got a couple of things trending. Oh, boy. Humanity, you know what? They never cease to delight, disappoint, baffle. Human beings. They do it all. And there's I am tickled and horrified by our first trending topic, everybody. There was a brawl at the Golden Corral. That sounds like a wrestling event, doesn't it? Brawl at the Golden Corral. Apparently the Golden Corral.
I have a new favorite villain.
Wow. Apparently at the Golden Corral, in I think in Pennsylvania, maybe outside of Philly, they ran out of steak on that buffet, because you're up there serving it up buffet style, and there was just a chair throwing, just a 5-alarm brawl broke out. If you're on Twitter, if you want to play it without sound, Travis, and we can comment over it, should we do that? What do you think, Travis? What do you think? Is that something? We want to do here?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so we're gonna play the footage of this brawl at the No, I would find it on Twitter. It's like the whole thing. Like it's just the raw footage is on Twitter. Now we're getting the news report. If they got no prob there. Here's what we can look forward to if we get the video. No, you don't even have to click on the article. You can just click on the.
There's nothing.
Just the raw footage is out there.
I have not been able to find the raw footage as of yet. Let me go digging for it real quick.
There are chairs being thrown. There are like two factions that like just spread across the restaurant. It is, and then the who I feel for in this instance, like people in the service industry.
Oh yeah.
Like you are already dealing with irate people. You're already putting up with so much crap from people, and then they just break up the joint. Oh my God. Stacy pointing out one of the Joker's key moves, using a Jack-in-the-Box with explosives inside of it. It's like that happened right here at the Golden Corral. This is like the Jack in the Box with the bomb inside of it. A Jack in the Box with a bomb inside of it went off. This is nuts. All right, so if
let's
you want
take
to
a look here.
roll tape, Travis. All right, so okay, people are milling around. It looks like people are maybe a little agitated.
Commotion. There's no
Tempers.
steak. We know that
Yeah.
the steak is gone.
Steak is gone. Okay, okay. Oh, whoa, whoa.
Oh, that is a chair.
A chair
That
is
is a
in the
chair.
air. People are scattering. People are scattering.
By God, he's got a chair.
Yup. Okay, so it's we've gone from 0 to full WWE. We've gone from 0 to full WWE. And this chair, it looks like a high chair.
Oh, we got
Like-
chairs on chairs.
Chairs on oh, okay, now there's a lot of chair movement. Chairs being thrown, chairs being tossed. The crowd is scattered. Whoa, banging the chandelier, the fine Golden Corral light fixture.
Oh my God, the humanity.
Pandemonium has broken loose. Katie, bar the door. It's a Pier 6 brawl.
Oh my goodness. Hold on.
Oh my God.
I got to see this guy in the hoodie again. This guy.
Yeah,
comes through
Rob
like
Schaefer with a good point. I wish Jim Ross would do the play-by-play for this. I'm doing my best.
I need that audio. Yeah, it's hard to get a good JR in here, but this dude here, the actual professional wrestler, what looks like in the hoodie down here at the bottom.
Oh yeah, just getting out of there.
Yeah, look at that costume. He's ready to go off the top rope.
Oh yeah. No, it's a nice puffer jacket.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, it is just. Oh
Bedlam.
yeah. I mean, it is. Oh, look at those.
Oh no, it's a table.
Dude. Oh, the table.
Oh, no, he's got a table.
He's gotta launch the table.
What's he gonna do with that?
I mean, I don't know if I've ever been to a Golden Corral. Have you been to a Golden Corral, Travis?
No.
Is this a regular thing? Is this another day at the office for the Golden Corral? Yeah, Stacy says. Stacy knows about the Golden Corral. Golden Corral's a restaurant. Heck yeah. So, people, get it together.
Do we have a
Get it
server
together.
trying to negotiate this with this man to put down the table?
Yes. Like this is like the hostage negotiator of the Golden Corral.
Hey, she was successful. Look at that.
Yep.
She talked him down from throwing a table.
Yep, but don't don't think it's all over. These guys, they're out for blood. Oh, good. You know what? I am witnessing the best move here. People exiting the restaurant. Exit the restaurant. By the way, time out here. Time out. Your meal is probably free. I doubt all these people paid already.
Yeah, what about the hospital bill though?
You know what? If you took a booster seat to the dome, then yeah, you're probably in trouble. If you took a table to the arm, you might have broken your arm. But if you haven't paid yet and the brawl breaks out, I'm gone. I'm out the door. I don't know.
God,
like, do I
this is
stick
so good.
around in? Do I stick around in this aftermath to pay when in fear of life and limb? Rob Schaefer says these people are going crazy for a steak that at best is tough, grisly, and overcooked. Yes, grisly. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Like we are not. For anyone that needs a little culinary lesson here, Golden Corral ain't Ruth's Chris. Okay? Golden Corral ain't even Sizzler, my dude. Okay? My dude. Golden Corral. Oh, far cry from Outback. Far cry from Outback. So, yeah, I think we've seen what we need to see of this, Travis.
Yeah. One time, my roommate and I were working on a pilot, and there was a scene in which there was a brawl at a hometown buffet, and we were like, "That's too silly."
Ha! Yeah. Turns out that's just life imitating art. Travis, the one other point, these people were already risk takers because I will tell you what, you know what? Call me a scaredy cat. Go ahead. I don't care. I'm not going to a buffet in the pandemic. I don't want to touch the handle of the. I don't want to touch. I don't want to touch the mashed potato ladle. I don't want to touch the gravy ladle or the soup ladle.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I'm not. I don't want to. I don't want to grab the butterfly shrimp tongs in a pandemic after every Richard and Rachel in the restaurant has touched it already. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to mix it up in a buffet during the pandemic. That's just me. That's just me. You know what? You do you. If you want to, and what a name, the Golden Corral. Here's the thing about the Golden Corral. Okay, a couple of things. First off, you got that chocolate fountain, right, at the Golden Corral. Tell me how many kids are sticking their little booger fingers in that chocolate fountain. All right? Sorry for the disgusting imagery, but children are sticking their booger fingers in the chocolate fountain. Secondly, the name, Golden Corral. Okay, Rob Schaefer chiming. I've said it before. Rob Schaefer is a bright guy, and he's chiming in with some science here. Scientific fact: if you have eaten at Golden Corral, you are immune to COVID. And you don't care what you put in your body. Like someone was, who was the wrestler or someone? We're talking about Hulk Hogan, and it's like Hulk Hogan has put syringes full of mystery fluids in his body, yet he's vaccine hesitant. The Hulkster. Say your prayers, eat your vitamins, but do your own research. Say your prayers, eat your vitamins, do your own research. But the thing with Golden Corral, Travis, who's normally in a corral? Horses, cows, sheep.
Yeah.
You are being compared to a farm animal if you are in the corral. You are a herd. If you're in a corral, the Golden Corral. Isn't that where rodeo riders go to die? Isn't that heaven for rodeo clowns or bull riders? I don't know. All right. Golden Corral.
I love
the Golden Corral.
Above the brawl, just ensconced on that sort of big frame that saying that said "Gather Round."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Incredible. What a scene. I love it.
Oh.
That's good.
All right. Stacy, thank you for. Stacy reminded me, Golden Corral's a restaurant.
Absolutely. Yeah, we forgot. I thought it was a fight arena for a second.
Right?
Yeah.
And Stacy said when she went to the Golden Corral, nobody caused a fight. So
that's good.
That's good. I'm glad. You know what? I'm just glad you're safe. I'm just glad we're safe and sound. Paige chiming in from Michigan. Welcome to the party, Paige. Glad to have you here with me, your pal Hal. We'll be hanging out for the next hour and a half right here on Backchannel. All right, we're going over some trending topics here. Travis, yours and my favorite product, Vaseline is trending. Vaseline. It's having a moment. It's having a moment. So apparently on TikTok, beauty influencers and people who are just showing off their beauty regimen, their skincare regimen, are going back to kind of an old-timey thing that people used to do. I didn't know this until Vaseline was trending, but I'm a wife guy. Right, Travis?
Mm-hmm. Noted.
Listen. Never accuse me of not loving my wife.
I wouldn't dare. Lest I wanted to send you into a violent rage.
Ooh, I will flip out right here in the green void. My mom chiming in saying we never went to a Golden Corral. Mom, I don't. Okay, shout out to my mom, by the way. I remember I got violently ill when we were on like a road trip, I think in Minnesota, and we ate at, oh, it might have been a Ponderosa. I think I got very sick from a Ponderosa. Mom, if you remember that, chime in. Thank you. I woke up in the middle of the night in our hotel room, and throwing up. So I'm a wife guy, as I was saying, and my wife has used this beauty tip before. It's going to sleep while slathering your face with Vaseline, and it's supposed to just bring out the natural emollients and moisturizer and moisture, and just make your skin look like a baby, like a babe, like a beautiful, like perfect angel skin. Let's crack open this article and read over a couple of fun facts about Vaseline.
I've also
Or
been
actually,
seeing-
let's go down this Bloomberg opinion.
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you, Travis. All right.
I've also been seeing, I think it's important to note at the top that there's been also some stuff coming out that the chemist who sort of distilled Vaseline was building on existing research and discoveries from cultures that went back hundreds of years.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah. I mean, listen, it's wouldn't be the first time a white guy took something and profiteered off it and claimed it as his own.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure. Okay, here we go. The chemist Robert Augustus Cheesebro, not to be confused with the keeper of the cheese, is pleased to see that another generation has rediscovered the wonder-working powers of Vaseline, his beloved invention. Wait, first off, right there, this guy was alive in the 1800s. He's not pleased to see anything. He's dead. It's not like this guy's alive. Vaseline's story begins with the discovery of crude oil deposits in Pennsylvania in 1859. Among those drawn to the fields was Cheesebro, a chemist from Brooklyn who worked in kerosene refining. Okay. Chemist was intrigued to find that the oil field hands used the stuff as emollient, claiming that it helped heal scrapes and burns and other skin injuries. He took samples back to Brooklyn, studied them. Cheesebro developed sophisticated methods for purifying the goo. In 1872, the young entrepreneur patented his creation, dubbing it Vaseline. Beginning in the 1880s, Vaseline was pitched as a beauty aid. A typical advertisement declared that Vaseline would keep the skin clearer, softer, and smoother than any cosmetic ever invented. Hey, Travis.
Yeah.
Do you know the song Vaseline?
By Stone Temple Pilots?
Oh, well, there's two. There's Vaseline by Stone Temple Pilots, and then there's She Uses Vaseline. Oh, who's that band? Doggone it. They did Yoshimi and the Robots.
Oh, hold on.
Flaming Lips.
Nice. Yes.
Flaming Lips. Flaming Lips had a song. Was it Vaseline? Was that the name of their song as well?
Let's find out.
She don't use jelly.
She don't use jelly. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Wow. 1993.
Great jam. So there you go. Vaseline is having a moment. My mom, Deborah Rudnick, chiming in. Your Aunt Selma at 87 uses Vaseline for everything. She looks good. Aunt Selma, by the way, my Aunt Selma, maybe a neighbor of Stacy's down in Texas. My Aunt Selma lives down in Texas. Anna in Florida. Thank you for joining the party here. Sarah, glad to have you on board. By the way, everybody, it is 11:44 right here on the Your Pal Hal Show. We are having fun. We are going through some trending topics on Twitter. Good times, good times. We're going to be here until 1 p.m. on the West Coast, until 4 p.m. on the East Coast, until 3 p.m. in Omaha, Nebraska, the home of Rob Schaefer, attorney at law, and until 9 p.m. in London, England. And if you would like to participate in the show, again, here's how you do it. Get your smart device's attention. Use the magic word say, and then put in whatever, anything you want after that. Smart device, say, I cover my entire body with Vaseline before I go to bed. Smart device, Vaseline is surprisingly tasty. Smart device, say, Vaseline is surprisingly tasty. I stepped on my own joke there. Or smart device, say, never touch the stuff. Or you can chat with us on YouTube or go to backchannel.tv, and let us know what is happening with you. Also, you can leave a review of the Your Pal Hal Show. Let us know if you want more Vaseline talk, less Vaseline talk, or we have the perfect amount of Vaseline talk. My mom says Aunt Selma lives in Austin, Texas. All right, let's continue on with some more trending topics. We're going to save the next one I have on the list for after this segment, because the Twitter deep dive there, Travis. All right, so we're going to hold off on that, and then we're going to we'll do that one as our last trending topic. Travis, you are seeing live production happening on the air. This is an unfortunate story that I wish I didn't have to read, but it is trending, and you know what? It's very unfortunate. There were several historically black colleges and universities, HBCUs, reported bomb threats Tuesday. At least one of them, Howard University, also received a bomb threat on Monday. So, this is very unfortunate. I don't know if it's a coincidence or not that it coincides with the first day of Black History Month. Wishing everyone a great Black History Month, by the way. Also, in my humble opinion, Black history is American history. So don't get it twisted. Black history is our history. It's American history. So more than a dozen HBCUs get bomb threats on the first day of Black History Month. It's an article from CNN. A growing number of historically black colleges and universities, make that a little bigger, thank you, sir, had to lock down or postpone classes due to bomb threats on the first day of Black History Month. At least 13 HBCUs reported bomb threats Tuesday. At least one of them, Howard University, also received a bomb threat Monday. These are some of the universities that reported. Coppin State University, in Baltimore. So there were, 13. That's, this is horrific. And it's just a reminder that white supremacy is such a major problem that we are still dealing with to this day. And just really disgusting. I hate that this has happened. And hopefully, probably, most of these bomb threats are BS and a load of crap. But it's the kind of thing you got to take seriously. So hopefully they catch the people, but it's so hard. Like, you make a phone in a bomb threat. I mean, how do you track that? So, but hopefully the people who made these bomb threats are brought to justice. And just a terrible story on a culturally important day as far as the first day of Black History Month. And Here's another Travis. You ready?
Yes.
So I had a hot take earlier
Yeah.
that I give big thumbs down to the Taliban.
Right.
I'm about to drop another Hal Rudnick hot take on you,
Uh-oh.
and you know what? If the people don't agree, you can go take a walk. If you don't agree with this. Here's my hot take. White supremacists, buzz off.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Yep. Listen, I am not afraid to really say the controversial opinions that are at the top of my head. White supremacists, get out of here. I don't like it. I don't care for it. Not a fan. Not a fan. There. That's it. And that's, you know what? Might sound like a goofball, but it's truth. That's truth, Ruth. Yeah, but this is like this story. It's like what a
Yeah, it
it's
sucks.
just frustrating. It's garbage. It's bullcrap. I don't like it. Yeah. You know what? Whoever made those bomb threats, you know what? Take a long walk off a short pier.
Oh.
Buzz off. Can I say screw you
Yeah.
on this show?
PG-13. Why not?
You know what? Whoever made those bomb threats, screw you. You know what? Let's take it a step further. If you called in one of those bomb threats, have a bus wreck.
Whoa. There you go.
Go step in dog crap.
Hey.
All right. Enough. Let's move on.
That's all right. Hey, you got to get it out. You got to get these things out. It's important.
It sucks, though. Black history is American history.
If you're feeling upset, I recommend everybody send $1 to the ACLU.
Heck yes.
Yeah.
Heck yes. All right. What else is trending?
Speaking of catharsis.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Jackass. Jackass Forever. Coming to the theaters. And it's a reminder that, says The Ringer, that there's far more to the franchise than broken bones and nut shots, though the movie doesn't lack those either. So, yes, Jackass Forever is, is coming to the theaters, and the crew is back together, minus Bam Margera, and they're being promoted. When does it come out? This weekend?
Yeah, I do believe so. Yes, I think the 4th or the 5th. I don't know if there's. I'm trying to find the date here for that.
Travis, were you a fan of the Jackass
yeah.
franchise?
Yeah. February 4th on Friday. Yeah, it's my roommates and I, who are all now at or about at 30, were watching some of the movies last weekend.
Gotcha.
Just as a retrospective, and it was remarkable to watch this and to watch it again. Like, wow, this was our cult. This was culture. This was our. And I was talking to somebody I know who's a little bit younger, and they had just completely missed it. For them, it was that show Ridiculousness on MTV2 with that guy Rob whatever.
Oh, Rob Dyrdek, yeah.
Rob Dyrdek, yeah, and it's just interesting to see like there's an age range where Jackass the show and the films, this sort of like the 29 to I don't even know the upper limits of it, where it's just like, oh yeah, that was it. I was there. That was Woodstock.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a game changer.
Yeah.
Like when these guys, and it kind of coincided with like action sports as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's
Mm-hmm.
like definitely like a crossover with extreme sports, skateboarding. I know I got to meet and work with a bunch of these jackass dudes
Really?
when I was at
Oh,
Fox Sports and Fuel TV,
right.
doing stuff there, and then not only did was Jackass a moment in culture, but like they essentially introduced like a new kind of comedy,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like the gross out. The I might get hurt. I'm sort of endangering myself. I literally am endangering myself. So like putting it on the line
And a
for.
new version of the hidden camera prank.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, I think Punked also like
Yeah.
did that as well, like
Yeah.
brought
Yeah.
that back. But like, would you have what is it, the Go Big show on TBS?
Yeah.
Uh, or like, would you have that without Jackass? Would you have
Mm-hmm.
like it really kind of opened the door for so much insanity? And these boys were rude and crude, and they went for it. And there's a lot of a lot of great comedy people and comedy directors and stuff that work with them as
Mm-hmm.
well.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there's you know they as you're saying, Travis, it's not lost on me that there's a real cultural impact by this generation, by MTV
Yep.
at that time. So Jackass hitting theaters. I loved the last Jackass movie. I thought
3D.
that was
Oh yeah.
yeah, that was just a blast. I don't know if I've seen all of the other Jackass movies. I've watched a ton of Jackass in my life,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I would absolutely check this out. It's just like, oh man, you know, there's you could do worse than just goofing around and watching that Jackass movie.
Do you have a from memory any favorite bits from either the shows or the films that are safe
I
to
mean, I
describe?
I hate to I hate to say it, but there are two poop related ones
Oh yeah.
that stick out to me. But also, oh, when that guy, who was it that walks in with that and the giant hand slaps them, getting
Yeah.
antiqued
They
as well.
yeah. Yeah, they end up doing that to most of the crew. They have that giant swinging. They're good with the pop like Jack in the Box pranks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, how about you, Travis? Give us your a favorite.
Oh boy. It's funny watching it now and realizing how much of it was in like gift shops in Hollywood and stuff like that, but I'm extremely partial to the way ahead of its time old guy makeup they had in the first Jackass, which I think Spike Jonze directed, if I'm not mistaken. He did the first two, and they would get him in that old man makeup, which eventually became its own movie in Bad Grandpa. And one
Yes,
of the guys would be in the store, and then one of the other guys, also in old man makeup, would come flying in and tackle them into a rack of souvenirs, and they would just have an old guy fight. And just
nice.
the big fan of challenging everybody's concept of reality in the room. Those sketches were some of my favorite. The Party Boy in Japan, things like that. Love it.
Grass puddle chiming in. Jackass guys farting in the hose connected to the helmet.
That shouldn't be funny. It's hilarious.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Just too many good ones. Too many good ones. And putting it on the line. Like I think we talked about. Did we talk about it on the show last week, Travis? That Johnny Knoxville on this recent movie broke his wrist, broke ribs, and received brain damage.
Yeah, we didn't get to that, but I was reading that over the weekend, and good
Gotcha.
lord.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So apparently, in the making of this movie, Johnny Knoxville received some of his worst injuries ever because he was thrown from a bull, and he had a brain hemorrhage that he needed to. As he was editing the film, he had to at the same time, like before he went into editing, go in and have brain stimulation therapy, like with a device put on his skull, on his head, because of getting thrown and receiving a head injury. Yeah, wear a helmet, bruh. But you do you, I guess.
Yeah, there's.
I was
I believe
watching.
This is the exact instant in question.
Also, if you're talking about Jackass, you might, also want to mention Thrasher magazine and skate culture going along with that. And I forget what I was watching. Was it a documentary about Thrasher? Or skate culture, but Johnny Knoxville, one of his very first stunts was putting on a bulletproof vest and agreeing to get shot. And it's like, yeah, don't try this stuff at home. So Jackass Forever, the movie, coming to a friend of mine, Rachel Wolfson, who's a comedian, Wolfie, is in it, and then cool. A lot of like cool folks like Eric Andre and in addition to the regular crew of Misfits is in it. So very cool. Got to give a shout out to Gianna in California. Welcome to the party. And 13 rejoining the stream. Thanks for being here, 13. Andrea in Florida. Thanks for being here, folks. Glad to have you. And again, it is noon. It is noon o'clock right here on the West Coast in the home office in Los Angeles, California. It is 3 p.m. on the East Coast. We're going up till 4 o'clock. Here on the West Coast, we're going up till 1 o'clock. It's 2 p.m. in Omaha, Nebraska, going up till 3 o'clock there. And it is 8 p.m. in London, England, where we will be going up until 9 p.m. And let's see if there are any more trending topics that we want to get to. Oh, I want to wish just a happy Lunar New Year, happy Chinese New Year to everybody out there. We are in that season. And wish everybody a happy year, a lucky year. It's the year of the tiger. It is the year of the tiger. And bam, I am. That is my year. I'm hoping for a big year. I am tiger. I am tiger.
1998?
74.
Oh,
74. Right. No, I know. Listen, Travis, you know why you said 98? Because I put that Vaseline on my face before I go to bed.
Slugging.
Yeah, I slather myself. Slugging. The year of the tiger. Wishing everybody a beautiful Lunar New Year. And if you want to send some of those sweet red envelopes my way, Travis, are you familiar with the red envelope?
Not really.
It's a tradition on Lunar New Year to give friends and loved ones a little red envelope filled with a little bit of cash, And okay. I would gladly accept any red envelopes. Thank you very much. Thank you to unknown user saying yes, agreeing with that. Very nice. And then one more thing we want to get to. The GOAT. You know, I don't say, I'm not talking about the year of the GOAT. I am talking about football's GOAT, Tom Brady, hanging up the cleats, calling it a day. Gonna go home, spend a little more time with Giselle and the kids, however many kids he has. Polish his rings, buff the trophies, and hanging it up. Got beaten a couple weeks ago, eliminated from the playoffs, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, losing to the Los Angeles Rams, who we'd eventually find out are the NFC's entrant into the Super Bowl, the big game. But Tom Brady, 7 rings. 6 with New England, 1 with Tampa Bay. GOAT status achieved. Greatest football player of all time? Quite possibly. I mean, Jerry Rice is in that conversation. Who else? Lawrence Taylor was right there as far as like Jim Brown, Barry Sanders. I mean, there's people in the but the longevity. And I heard Bill Simmons on his podcast talking about it, and he put it this way: there are very few athletes that you could do this with. Take his football career, 22 seasons, cut it in half, turning it into 2 careers. And both of those careers would be Hall of Fame worthy. Very few athletes you could do that with. Like LeBron James has had the longevity you could do that with. Who else? I mean, off the top of my, like Nolan Ryan in baseball, perhaps. Wayne Gretzky, the hockey player. But like mind blowing. And Tom Brady, like oh, there you go. Good work, Travis. So 2 Hall of Fame careers, Super Bowl wins. In the first 11 years, 3. The last 11 years, 4. Huge. Super Bowl appearances, 5 and 5. Super Bowl MVPs, 2 and 3. League MVPs, 2 and 1. Division titles, 9 and 8. Playoff wins, 16, 18. All-Pro teams, 2 and 1. Pro Bowls, 7 and 7. It's also not a bad drink. A 7 and 7. Passing yards, close to 40 grand each. Passing touchdowns, just a bunch. Record, a lot more wins than losses. Guy's good at throwing. He's good at throwing. Also, at 44, 45 years old, like that longevity. Like your NFL, it's like every time you get hit, it's like being in a car crash, they say. Like your body takes that punishment, and you're an old dude. Like he's an old dude now, and like still doing it big time. And you know what? Let's segue here, because every day on our show, we do a Twitter deep dive into either a trending topic, a hashtag, or a Twitter account. Today, in honor of the GOAT, calling it a season, calling it a career, hanging up the cleats, we're going to do a Twitter deep dive into the Twitter account of Tom Brady. Very handsome, okay? Very good at sports. And also a lifestyle brand. TB12 is his like his fitness guru way of living. So let's take a look at Tom Brady's Twitter account. There he is with the family. Got his hand strategically placed there on Giselle's bum. 3 kids. I think he has more kids with his first. I don't know if his wife or his girlfriend.
He's got 2.
Bridget Monahan.
He's got 2 with her, I think.
2 with her. Oh boy.
I think.
Travis thinks so. So that's this is alleged information. His Twitter bio, simply enough, family and football. I mean, that's Travis.
It's just the 3 kids. It's just the 3 kids between both relationships.
Oh, gotcha. Thank you, Travis. Family and football are 2 F's. I can add 3 other F's in there. Food, folks, and fun. That's what I'm talking about. Food, folks, and fun. But Tom Brady, it's about family and football. Me, I like food, folks, and fun. Let's see some more of this. Let's see some more of this. Okay, 2.3 million followers. BradyBrand.com. Brady Brand. So I don't know, what do they sell at the Brady Brand? Should we click on the BradyBrand.com, Travis, and see what the hell's going on there? What do they sell at the Brady Brand? Is there like Brady Brand seasonings for your steaks? Do they have Brady Brand corn chips? Are there Brady Brand sneakers? Oh, it's okay. There he is with those big fitness ropes. So train, live. Yeah, Brady Brand is about getting fit. Oh, you got those hoodies. You got a Brady t-shirt. Brady. Just powerful in its simplicity. You got a Brady coin. What's that Brady? Can I use that Brady coin? Is that like is that like a new crypto? Brady coin? I don't know what that is. Is that a commemorative coin? Earn 50 coins. What am I going to do with those coins? Is there like a Brady slot machine I can play? You know what? I've seen all I need to see of the Brady Brand. That's great. Fitness, apparel. There you go. All right, let's see what the GOAT tweets. What's the GOAT been tweeting? All right. Thank you, Patriots Nation. I'm beyond grateful. Love you all. And responding to a New England Patriots tweet about Tom Brady. Here's a statement from Robert Kraft. Tom Brady can't describe the feelings I got for Tom Brady, nor adequately express the gratitude my family, the New England Patriots, and our fans got for this Tom Brady guy, for all he did during his career. Listen, a generation of football fans have grown up knowing only an NFL in which Tom Brady dominated. The guy retires with nearly every NFL career passing record, yet the only one that ever mattered to him was the team's win-loss record. In his 20 years as a stat... All right, we don't have to read Robert Kraft's whole statement. Very nice. Yeah, Patriot for life. Tom Brady's jersey will be will be retired there. What else? What else we got here from Tom Brady? Yeah, a little Tampa Bay love. There he is in his jersey. Tampa Bay, the last jersey he ever wore. Yeah, Tom Brady. His playing career has been such a thrilling ride. This is coming from Tom, and far beyond his imagination. My playing career has been such a thrilling ride, far beyond my imagination, full of ups and downs. When you're in it every day, you really don't think about any kind of ending. As I sit here now, however, I think of all the great players and coaches I was privileged just to play with and against. The competition was fierce and deep, just how we like it. But the friendships and relationships are just as fierce and deep. I will remember and cherish these memories and revisit them often. I feel like the luckiest person in the world. Yeah, it's a little plagiarizing Lou Gehrig there. Today. I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. The future is exciting, yada, yada, yada. All right, very good, very good. Much love, appreciation, gratitude, Tom Brady. Here's a little shout out to Ben Roethlisberger. Tom Brady acknowledging Ben defied the TB12 method. And the TB12, Tom Brady 12, is essentially like eating like a very strict diet, strict conditions of working hard, stretching, like doing like yoga, really preparing mind, body, diet. Tom Brady, this is kind of funny. Ben defied the TB12 method in favor of the throw some ice on it method his whole career, and ended up an all-time great, 6 Pro Bowls, 2 Super Bowls. That's nice. Tom Brady acknowledging Ben Roethlisberger. Let's see what else we got here. Ben Roethlisberger retired as well. Just promotional. Let's go. Excited. Big news on the autograph front. We are pumped to add some really knowledgeable people in the Web3 space to our team to thread from. All right, so what? This is autograph okay, NFTs. So Tom Brady wants to get in on the crypto NFT train here. Getting interviewed. All right, more Brady. Just Brady's big face there.
Yeah, he's got a new Sirius XM show. He's pumping pretty hard. Let's see here. Yeah, a lot of oh, that was the playoff hype video, I think. Oh yeah, man of the arena pumping his docu-series. Hell, hold on, let me check something real quick. I think I may have lost your audio feed.
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that, everybody. Yeah, Tom Brady, big into the crypto. Tom Brady, just like his pal Matt Damon, pushing everybody to dive into the NFTs, into the crypto.
Famously had to trade, among other things, 1 Bitcoin to get that record-breaking touchdown ball, I think. The most touchdowns of all time.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Very, very
Gave
good.
the guy 1 Bitcoin, which then plummeted in value not about a year later.
Yep. Brady brand is live. Okay, just talking about his Brady brand. And, I don't know. Travis, would you rock one of those hoodies with that says Brady on it?
No. Look, I respect the guy's career, but the tuck rule has wedged a divide between me and this man that while he may not know it, I will never get over.
Yes, going way back to the early 2000s when some say Tom Brady fumbled, some say it was a forward pass or something, a forward pass. I don't know.
Absolutely a strip sack.
When he fumbled, I guess, and it was called an incomplete pass. Was that it?
It was called an incomplete pass, and they then implemented what would be known as the tuck rule.
There you go.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, a lot of gifs and videos of promotion of crypto, NFTs, Brady brand, this recurring interview with Jim Gray.
I guess he's on his show now. I think I'm not sure if it's just that one show, but it seems like that might be it's Tom Brady, Larry Fitzgerald, and Jim Gray.
The Let's Go podcast.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, here's this guy, Stephen Chia, said, "It helped bring a Super Bowl to Tampa last year, so let's run it back. After the conclusion of the regular season, beginning Monday, January 10th, I'm going into playoff mode and we'll be doing the TB12 method for as long as the Buccaneers are in the playoffs." Well, that didn't last
about 3 weeks
long, pal. Yeah, give or take. But there you go. Tom Brady, he's the GOAT. And as the GOAT, as far as quarterbacks go, there he is in the locker room. Quarterbacks and NFC South champs. Great team achievement from the top down. Also, everyone, please note, QB room is tallest, best looking, and probably the funniest too. Very nice, Tom Brady. Those are all the Bucks coaches with him. And so I saw this. I saw a little bit of talk about this on Twitter, and I was thinking about who's the best. Who are the best athletes of all time, and who would be on your athlete Mount Rushmore? Who would be on your sports Mount Rushmore? And I asked Twitter, and I also asked Facebook to give me both real answers of the 4 athletes you would put on that sports Mount Rushmore and dumb answers. Silly answers. Bits, if you will, comedy bits. And the dogs are excited about this one. I don't know if you could hear the dogs barking. Travis, can you hear the dogs barking?
Yeah, but it's ambiance.
Oh yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. Listen, we're live here.
We're
We
live.
are live.
We're live.
Yeah, no. You know what? Dogs barking, music to my ears. So anyway, we asked Twitter and Facebook about here's my exact wording. With Brady retiring, who's on your sports Mount Rushmore? Real and dumb answers encouraged. Real and dumb. Some could be real, just real dumb. Real, dumb, and real dumb. So let's take a look at some of these answers. I know we got a smattering of both real and dumb answers. What do we got? Okay, this is not a real answer.
I'm already out on this whole segment.
Yes,
I think this segment is worthless and it's hurtful.
Bringing up Raiders' first overall pick, great college quarterback Jamarcus Russell, who also very good at eating. Very good at eating. Jamarcus Russell, let's say if he went to Golden Corral, my guy would be going up for thirds, maybe fourths, maybe fifths. Big man on campus. So here's his top four. Jamarcus Russell, Gilbert Arenas, who, actually, in retrospect, all right, there's a fun Gilbert Arenas story, but when I say fun, kind of scary. He got into a disagreement over like playing poker and like owing someone, one of his teammates, money, and brought his guns to the arena.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
But Gilbert Arenas could also fill it up. Like Gilbert Arenas had some very good seasons, but he was a very unique, funny, weird guy. But nowadays, I really enjoy listening to Gilbert Arenas weigh in on different topics. And lately there's been a Gilbert Arenas versus Kwame Brown feud, because Kwame Brown has been just like really like doing a lot of talking, and I don't blame him because he's long been like used as a joke by people in as far as like busts in the NBA. But I'm absolutely team Gilbert Arenas when it comes to the Kwame Brown feud. What were we gonna say, Travis?
Oh no, I was just here to offer my moral support to your Gilbert Arenas defense, because he had a couple of good years there, and any player who ends up having a contract stipulation rule named after them, I think deserves their place on the altar of notable NBA players.
Also, a great nickname.
Oh yeah.
Agent Zero.
Agent Zero.
Yeah, that's like some James Bond stuff. So I'm a fan of Gilbert Arenas, even though he did flame out and you know what? Well, here's like just a rule of thumb. Unless you're like, a cop, a criminal, or a soldier, don't bring your guns to work. Maybe. Or wave them around. Maybe you have an open carry law or something, and you're saying you can bring your guns, but yeah. Oh boy, Plaxico Burress, yeah, literally shot himself in the leg, and Josh Gordon, who I've always liked Josh Gordon too, but yeah, didn't know when to say when. There might have been some mental health issues there, so yeah, we got a not so serious list there from Double Dragon, aka Black Phillip 111 on Twitter. Let's see some more here. A little bit more. Oh, hoot hoot! We got a little shout out to Owl Nation. The Owls of Gahul are on the Mount Rushmore. Very nice, very nice. My baseball Mount Rushmore is Pete Rose, Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, and Alex Rodriguez. None of them, a list of all-time greats, none of them in the Hall of Fame because of sports betting and steroids. Grass Puddle chiming in. As a Steeler, Plaxico Burress spiked the football after a catch before the end zone more than once. Wow. Yeah, that's no bueno. Like, you drop the football or spike it or before you get in the end zone. Yeah. Uh, mm, an oversight. John Getz says, Sports Mount Rushmore. Mario Lemieux, great hockey player. Was at his peak, was he better than Gretzky? Perhaps. I don't know. John Getz is saying that. Mario Lemieux, Jerry Rice, one of the greats. Jerry Rice, one of the best football players of all time. Michael Jordan, and, well, I don't know baseball at all, so I'll just say Babe Ruth, despite the terrible documentary they made about him. Yeah, I mean, Babe Ruth, like, the crazy thing about Babe Ruth, like, he changed the game, and he excelled at something that we don't often see, hitting and pitching. Last year, we had kind of a return to form in that regard because Shohei Ohtani of the Anaheim Angels took it to the next level. But so not a bad list from John Getz on Twitter. Very nice. Marshall says, can I talk to you in private? Who is Gilbert Arenas? Yeah, Gilbert Arenas, the basketball player. We talked about that. Thank you for chiming in, Marshall. Good to have you here. Jack joining the stream. Great to have you as well. Let's see what else we got on this Twitter thread. Oh, is that an Air Bud or an Air Bud lookalike? It's a dog in sneakers. K9. I don't know. Maybe it's just. Oh, maybe it's just not. Maybe it's not a famous dog, basketball dog. But there's a dog in sneakers, just playing basketball. So got to put him on the Mount Rushmore. Also, our friend Dan on Twitter, Dan Nye, just has the butt fumble, the butt fumble from Jets. From Jets quarterback. Running into his own Mark Sanchez of the Jets with the butt fumble. Just 4 butt fumbles on the Mount Rushmore. Great. Sean Carlo says Ron Washington, Richard Jefferson, Roosevelt, Greer, and Lincoln Kennedy. That I like what he did there. So he took the guys on Mount Rushmore, Washington, Jefferson, Roosevelt, and Lincoln, and chose athletes with their names. Very good, Sean Carlo. I salute you and doff my chapeau to you. Paul Wolf says, oh, just 4 of the biggest busts in football history, with the omission of Jamarcus Russell. But Ryan Leaf, Johnny Manziel, Trent Richardson, and Cody Parkey. I don't think I even know Cody Parkey. Kirk Jones. What's he say? Here's an earnest offering. Jackie Robinson, Muhammad Ali, Usain Bolt, and Babe Ruth. So Babe Ruth, we established him dominant and set many records that have since been broken, but he absolutely is deserving. Usain Bolt, dominant. One of the most. Has there been a more dominant track and field athlete? Maybe not. Muhammad Ali, game changer. Not just as a game-changing athlete and winning championships in his sport, but in his social justice pursuits and standing up for what he believed in. And then Jackie Robinson, breaking the color barrier in baseball. He was the first black man to play Major League Baseball. And also, there was so much pressure on him to have to do it perfectly to be this ambassador, not just for his team, but for a whole race of people. And Jackie Robinson, just flawless and amazing in the way he did that. So hard to argue with this if you're counting on the field and off the field, the circumstances surrounding it. Because I don't think any athlete had more pressure on them than Jackie Robinson in his pursuits. Let's see what else is on this list. We're talking about the GOATs. We're talking about the Mount Rushmore. The Mount Rushmore. What's Kong here have to say? I mean, can't go wrong with the Cool Runnings gang. There you go, John Candy and the fellas from the Jamaican bobsled team, immortalized in the movie Cool Runnings. Very nice, very nice. Here's Jason Christian, a friend of mine. Jason W. Christian says Pele, the Williams sisters, Gretzky, and Ali. I wouldn't put the Williams sisters on there because Venus, she's fantastic, but she is not. She did not reach the heights that I would put Serena Williams on there, though. I don't think you can just blanket say the Williams sisters, but Serena Williams, absolutely, absolutely. Serena Williams, dominant, record-setting, an all-time great athlete, worthy of this Mount Rushmore. Wayne Gretzky, yeah, I mean, dude performed. Dude put up numbers. Hey, Travis, you want to come in for a moment?
Yes.
I'm going to step away for a moment, but would you mind talking to us about your thoughts on this list?
I'd love to. I'd love
Great. And or if you want to chime in with your own personal, either way. And I will be right back.
to. No problem. All right. So, let's take a look and see what we got here. Hal left off, I believe, at Michael Short, Doug Glatt, Patches O'Houlihan, Ricky Vaughn, and Roy McAvoy. Patches was from Dodgeball, I think. Yeah, all these were from the movie Dodgeball. That's great. Good for him. Victor Stone stands alone. What is that? Remember the Titans? No, that's the guy who played Cyborg in Zack Snyder's Justice League. I can tell because of the color grading. Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, Babe Ruth, Muhammad Ali. Fair, but one could argue pretty basic answers. Hal mentioned I should talk about my own personal Mount Rushmore of sports. I don't know that I'm there yet. I don't think I have that data, you know. But if I had to, based off of the athletes that I am familiar with, the people that have been in my life in the world of sports, this is an interesting question. Is it the best of all time or those that were the most important to me? Hard. Yeah, I'll have to think on that. I'm not sure. But a uncollected, unshaped into a statue list of athletes that I think are either the best or have meant the most to me. As much as I really hate the guy on the field, Tom Brady, it's insane. Tom Brady and LeBron James and Michael Jordan take up 3 spots as it is. Well, I don't know. This is difficult because it's hard to think about the entire breadth of organized sports. I don't know. See, I'm not good at making lists, and that's why I don't do it.
Hello. All right. Travis, evasive.
Oh yeah. I'm just really kind of beating around the bush of putting Steph on a Mount Rushmore and coming under fire from people over the age of 35.
All right. All right, you ready? Here's my Mount Rushmore.
Please.
All right. Aaron Hernandez,
Jesus.
OJ Simpson, Ray Caruth, and and Kurt Schilling.
Wow. That's pretty despicable, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's not bad. The Mount Rushmore is 4. It's 4 dudes, right? I don't know that. I'm realizing now I don't know how many dudes are on Mount Rushmore. It's 4 heads, right?
Really?
I don't. I've never been east of Idaho. I don't look at that stuff.
I've never been to South Dakota.
Is that where it is?
Mount Rushmore?
I'll take that as a yes.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
It would be okay.
Yes,
So
sirree.
four things.
Yes, sirree, Bob.
The game where Klay Thompson scored 60 points on 11 dribbles. The game where he scored 37 points in a single quarter. Game 6 OKC 2016 Western Conference Finals. And his first game back like January 9th.
Okay, that's the Klay Thompson Mount Rushmore,
Yeah.
but you can't have 4 Klay Thompson things as your...
Says who?
Oh, boy.
No, the
boy.
fourth one's his dog. There you go.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, by the way, that was you had mentioned the dodgeball one earlier. Ricky Vaughn is Ricky the Wild Thing Vaughn. From what movie, Travis?
Oh, no.
Wild
oh,
Thing.
No.
Cleveland Indians.
I want to say Major League, but that's not that.
Yep, that's
it. Oh,
it.
it is?
It is.
Nice.
Yeah, Major League. All right, so those are a few of the answers in regards to the Mount Rushmore of sports. Yeah, if I was to pick my Mount Rushmore, I'd probably go. Yeah, you know what? Mine would probably be pretty basic. Pretty basic. I would like that one with Ali, Jordan, Ruth, and then who's the fourth? Is it Brady? Is it Gretzky? Yeah.
Well, what about the 4 that have meant the most to you in your life personally? I think that's a fun question.
4 that have meant the most to me in my life.
Yeah, the sports figures that were your personal greatest or brought you the most joy or that you are the most in awe of.
Kirby Puckett from the Minnesota Twins.
Wow. All right, out of the gate.
Yeah. He's a baseball Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
But he brought me 2 World Series championships.
It's not
in
nothing.
my life. One of which I was in attendance for. I would put LeBron on there, and Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Got to witness double greatness.
Wow.
And do I go Brady? Do I go?
It feels weird not to.
That feels generic, though, a
Yeah.
little bit. In my life, or do I go as a young man? Hockey's Steve Yzerman. I don't know.
Nice. I love that.
Yeah. So, Grass Puddle's first Little League glove was a Kirby Puckett glove. There we
Nice.
go. All right. So, a little bit of the Mount Rushmore of sports. Rob Schaefer chiming in. My Mount Rushmore is Ole Einar Bjornsdalen, Mike Phelps, Bill Russell, Muhammad Ali. Ole is the most dominant biathlete of all time. Wow. All right. Michael Phelps, the swimmer. Bill Russell, 10 championships. Boom. Count them. And, Muhammad Ali, just the greatest. The guy was the greatest. Orn Einar Bjorndalen, who, for those who need a reminder, the biathlon, skiing and shooting. Dude dominates. Like,
They got to get Jason Bateman in a movie about this guy like yesterday.
I can see it. I can definitely see it. All right. It is 12:38, and now we are going to shift gears and go on a little bit of a news cruise. All right. We are heading over to one of our favorite sites, and we're going to look at a couple of topics from Newser. And feel free to chime in as we're talking about these topics here. First off, this this first story will potentially be of interest to our friend Rob Schaefer because it is Nebraska related. In Nebraska, the Cornhuskers are changing a little something about their mascot. Now, this was listed under ridiculous news on Newser. The Cornhuskers are changing something about their mascot. So the for the longest time, ever since the mascot since 1974 has been making an OK sign with as the mascot, the gesture OK like this. Now, in recent times, this hand gesture has been co-opted as by some a white power gesture, or by others just a symbol of like the far right or the alt right. And some might say, "Don't be stupid. It's not true." The mascot aside, the mascot is one thing. Rob Schaefer says absolutely absurd. I don't disagree. But I think there is some truth to the matter that it has been co-opted by people with nefarious intentions. If you just look at pictures of, Roger Stone, who is a cartoonishly evil piece of crap, posing with Proud Boys and white supremacists, and they're all doing this. Yeah, that's more than a coincidence. Maybe that's trolling, but also, hey, if it looks like a duck and walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, you know what? I'm going to stop questioning whether it's a duck or not. So there are far too many instances of this symbol being used or embraced. It's got some stink. It's got some stank on it. That okay, like if you're already being lumped in with that group and you're doing it, then there's something rotten in the state of Denmark there, pal. Roger Stone and his cohorts. But that being, a grass puddle says, next white power sign, stuffing an ear of corn in your pocket, right? But also, I don't mind changing it though, because like, okay, shouldn't that be an Oklahoma Sooner gesture for the okay? That being said, if this has been around since 1974, like, I agree with Rob. It's absurd. Rob Schaefer is absolutely right. He's a logical man. But I will say, here's the thing. Since it is being identified as that, having some awareness of the optics, I don't like that people, we're being pressured into changing it. But I also don't mind the number one finger. Like, if you want to pan down a little bit there, Travis, we can see the on that sweatshirt there. So you see the changes. Nebraska Husker T-shirts featuring the new cartoon Herbie Husker. I like that name, Herbie, with a number one finger, and then his old racist white power gesture. Because here's the thing. If you want to bottom line this, when this, in 1974, when this mascot came out and was established with doing that sign, this as a white power gesture was not a thing. So, case closed. Your Honor, I rest my case. Not white power related. Period. End of story. Changing it is absurd. Okay? Rob Schaefer, absolutely right on that. But then, if you want to if you're seeing the optics and understand that, you know what, some people might think that, let's switch it up. No harm, no foul. I'm not mad at that. But then again, I'm not a Nebraska Cornhusker purist or anything, so it doesn't bother me. I don't mind. I don't mind the change. Listen. I can see both sides. Listen, there's fine people on both sides. The hand gesture that the University of Oklahoma's mascot has been making since 1974 has been changed after that gesture took on a new meaning about 5 years ago. Rob Schaefer chiming in. Fun fact, my son's first name is Thomas Osborne, named after the greatest coach in football history. Booyah! I like it, Rob. I like it. Glad he's not named Norman Osborn. Is that
Another great villain.
Yes, the Green Lantern. Oscorp. So the for decades, Herbie Husker mascot formed an OK hand gesture by placing his thumb and forefinger to form an O. But some hate groups adopted the gesture as a sign of white power. 3 straight fingers being raised as a W, and the circle and the wrist next to them fashioning a P. Reports the Flatwater Free Press. The mascot now shows his index finger being raised as a number 1. Rob Schaefer says his wife, being from New Jersey, had no idea what she agreed to. Listen, I'm from New Jersey, and my wife had no idea what she agreed to. Just in marrying me, she's learning slowly but surely. I think she's okay with it mostly. What part of did we talk about this, Rob? What part of Jersey is your wife from? I think we established that I was from North Jersey and she was from a different part. Anyway, I knew there was something I liked about your wife, Rob. Jersey. I like it. So anyway, yeah, I don't think we need to read this whole... just one thing. I will read this. The Anti-Defamation League states that while use of the OK symbol in most contexts is entirely innocuous and harmless, in 2017, the OK hand gesture acquired a new and different significance thanks to a hoax by members of the website 4chan to falsely promote the gesture as a hate symbol, claiming that the gesture represented the letters WP for white power. Used by many on the right, not just extremists, for the purpose of trolling liberals. Got to troll those libs. Oh, yes, Rob Schaefer chiming in. Close to Morristown. My sister lives very near there. Nice. Thank you, Rob. The symbol eventually came to be used by actual white supremacists as well, hence the Roger Stone and the Proud Boys and far-right extremists. So there you go. So it's an optics thing, and I absolutely see both sides of the argument. You know what? Again, it's white supremacists have to ruin. That's why we can't have nice things. And
4chan.
And 4chan. Very good. All right. Speaking of just unfortunate hate groups and things, Whoopi Goldberg, who I don't think is in a hate group, Travis, is The View a hate group?
It most certainly is. They hate each other so much.
They hate each other. They are haters. Whoopi Goldberg was in the news. If you want to bring up this story, Travis, talking about, she got in a little hot water. So she was talking about the book Maus, the graphic novel Maus, Maus, being banned in Tennessee. And then she was talking about genocide, and she had to walk back some of her comments. Got called out. Let's read this article. Whoopi Goldberg's Holocaust comments land poorly. The View host said genocide wasn't about race. Okay. Whoopi Goldberg is taking a lot of criticism for comments she made. This, again, coming to us from Newser. She made Monday as The View tackled the subject of mouse being banned in a Tennessee school district. The graphic novel is about the Holocaust, but it was nudity in the book that got it banned. And as the co-host discussed it, Joy Behar said that the excuse about nudity was just to cover the fact that the school board doesn't like history that makes white people look bad. Goldberg said, who has since apologized, first replied, well, this is white people doing it to white people, so y'all gonna fight amongst yourselves, before later going on to say the Holocaust isn't about race. She said again that it involved two white groups of people and was about man's inhumanity to man, not racism. Well, yeah, I mean, about that, it's drawing a line in the sand. I mean, the Holocaust killed more than just 6 million Jews. But, you know, Jews identifying as a culture, as a religion, their literal skin color, if you're talking about race, might be the same as some of the, the Nazis or the people who are on the wrong side of history there. But yeah, I think it was a little bit poorly phrased by Whoopi Goldberg's part, because yes, it wasn't like, slavery or in America and across the world where people of color or black people were kidnapped and genocided and forced into those circumstances. So yeah, it's kind of, we're splitting hairs a little bit there. It was definitely a different targeted group of people. So yeah, let's continue reading with the article. As CNN explains, whether Jewish people should be characterized as white is a topic of debate. Listen, I'm a Jew. I'm walking down the street. People will probably see me as a white guy, unless you're some like scumbag white supremacist. Rob Schaefer saying she apologized, but then went on Colbert and brought it up again and kind of made it worse. It's like, come on, Whoopi, just apologize and keep your mouth shut and move on. Yeah, it's like, don't dig the hole deeper. Thanks, Rob. So as CNN explains, whether Jewish people should be characterized as white is a topic of debate that remains, that they are subjected to anti-Semitism and hate crimes, and Nazis most definitely consider Jews to be of a different race and use that as justification for the genocide that they carried out. Goldberg's co-host pushed back on her claims, but she continued to insist the Holocaust was about humans' treatment of other humans. I mean, listen, there was definitely a line drawn in the sand for the Holocaust. People have been treated differently and have been the subject of genocide because of those differences. Whether you're talking about Armenian genocide, whether you're talking about the Uyghurs in China, if you're talking about Jews, and I'm sure there are several other horrific periods of history and situations that I'm leaving out. Race, creed, we're splitting hairs here. Now we're getting into semantics. Like it was Jews in slavery, it was people of color or black people or people from Africa. So, yeah, but I think Whoopi Goldberg really just stating that difference was like, it wasn't just like, oh, I don't like this people's point of view or like what these people wear. No, it was people from this group of this ethnicity, this culture, this religion. So, yeah, Whoopi Goldberg, I usually like Whoopi. I'll give her a pass. I'm giving Whoopi a pass. There it is. That's my hot take. I'm not gonna destroy Whoopi on this, but it's like, yeah, do a little better on that. Like, get your semantics down, especially when you're talking about something like the Holocaust or genocide. Hot button topics, Whoopi. There you go. Travis, thoughts?
Yeah, what was Interesting is this ended up getting heat from both sides of the aisle. The backlash came not, just from what you would expect from left-wing commentators or, people with good sense, but also
Yeah.
Ben Shapiro, Meghan McCain, and Piers Morgan brought the knives out for that one.
Well, mostly garbage people right there.
Yeah.
Ben Shapiro, he is a Jew, and I, as another Jew, I hate him because Ben Shapiro uses his Judaism as a cudgel for hate, in regards to his grass puddle, whoopie. Ben Shapiro uses his Orthodox Judaism to be actively homophobic.
Yeah.
And it disgusts me. Piers Morgan, that guy is filled with a lot of hot air. Meghan McCain, she often has bad takes. So what are you gonna do? All right, folks, we're not gonna make sense of. Of everything hate and Holocaust and genocide related here, nor should we try. But interesting story. Whoopi, watch watch some of the verbiage going forward. Now it's time for our final segment of the show, rejected segments, where we did a lot of stuff. We talked about a lot of things, a lot of topics that we had planned to cover, now it's time for a segment that didn't make it in for whatever reason. And this rejected segment is Hal quietly cleans the lenses of glasses for 10 minutes. This rejected segment would have been me taking this pair of glasses and a lens cleaner and just sitting there like this. Oh. Okay. That's not entertainment.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
How much? It's like 2 inches of glass.
I know. That's why it's a bad segment. There's nothing, like no redeeming value. Like it would have cleaned these glasses thoroughly. But these are just costume glasses, by the way. There you go. Oh, yeah. Real glare. If I was...
Yeah.
Oh,
good Lord.
Yeah, you can see my ring light right there. Yeah. Folks, we've overstayed our welcome. Coming up, you're going to want to stick around for The Drive with Mario Smith. And Mario, I'm sure, has a lot of great stuff in store for you. In the meantime, I'm going to say peace out. I want to thank everybody who hung out with us today. Had a lot of fun chit-chatting with y'all and talking about nonsense and news and trending topics. Thank you for being a part of the Your Pal Hal Show. And I want to thank everybody at Backchannel. I want to thank producer Travis for holding it down. I will see you tomorrow, 11 a.m. on the West Coast, 2 p.m. on the East Coast, 1 p.m. in Omaha, Nebraska, 7 p.m. in London, England. So long, everybody.